What's good, you guys? Bro, look at this trade. Let's look at this real quick. Let me open my stream from this idiot. Who is this guy, bro? This guy must be an idiot or something. Who does this guy think he is? Like with his name and all that. He think he's better than me. He's nah, bro. um, bro, like shit is crazy. So, this trade we closed at 1 hour. Look at this shit. We closed at 1 hour. Look at this. 8.5 R. It's crazy work. But eventually we're gonna start. Yo, bro, look at this. Yo, bro, what's up, bro? That's crazy though. 8.7. But we're gonna be learning to leave our trades run. For now, my only focus is consistency, even if it means 1 hour. Let's see if we have any opportunities. I'm gonna be looking at Nasdaq most likely. I had this idea today, but it already played out apparently in London. I wanted to trade out this hourly gap from this to this, and it already kind of played out. And there was a potential entry here. I don't know where my this was a potential entry, but come on, bro, it was pre New York. It still was a 2 hour, so bro, like come on, bro. We're waiting. I would want to see this high getting taken here, and I would still see some pretty decent shorts right here. If we take the high, we didn't really take it, so I would still be down to slightly buy, but it looks like a pretty strong break lower, so we're gonna see. Now I'm really kind of looking for opportunities if we're gonna have something. I will have to add some pairs because we cannot trade UK and DAX sadly, so I will have to add some pairs, but we're gonna see. Gold might be a decent sell, but I wouldn't really take this. Maybe off this buy sell liquidity sweep, but we'll see. So let's see. Let's start with UJ. Do we see something? Do we see some? We did take. Oh shit, this is a good hourly gap here. Oof. So see, I'm still using higher time frame though, but I think the trade already played out. Okay, apparently we have a lot of setups lunchtime. I didn't expect it, but maybe we get the retracement. Yeah, maybe we'll get this retracement right here. This can be a good. Oof, this is good. This is really good though to be looking to target the sell side. I would really like this setup right here. We just took buy side liquidity. We switched trend by inversing. And if we see a proper retest and looking to short off here, this is a juicy fucking trade. I'm not gonna lie. Towards these equal lows right here, this is juicy as fuck. But we're gonna wait for a retracement. So yeah, we definitely need to wait for that retracement. But this is juicy as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. I would probably add GJ to my arsenal again. Let me see. So I'm probably gonna add this. We have to add some pairs. Yes. You plan on trading today, bro? Ooh, this is also good, right? Straight off the bat, it's good. Buy some liquidity again. I'm really trading a lot of liquidity setups lately, but I don't know about this though. Gengi. Probably not gonna take this, but we're gonna see. Let's see AU. They're very overextended though, even AU. So I don't think we can trade this unless we see like this sweep, and then we look to buy. Euro does look like it's gonna start reacting lower. Let's see Euro. Can we look at some shorts here? Essentially, it is possible, but I don't know if I would want to be looking for shorts. Looking at NQ, yeah, but for me right now NQ is a bit weird. Probably gonna pay attention to liquidity here. I would pay attention to Asian highs. I would say it's a bit like, definitely here it's in the weird state because we're in the state of continuing bullish, but we're also in the state of potentially reacting lower. So it's a very in between state here. So definitely gonna wait for that market open in 1 hour and a half. We're gonna see what we do have though later on. I would still be down to target this buy side, but we don't really have a POI, so that's kind of sucks. Probably still better to wait for it to get taken and then short. That would be great, but I do like UJ here. I'm waiting for that retracement. We do have this. which holds a chance of just breaking lower, but I'm not sure I want to trade so overextended though. We're gonna see, but UJ definitely has some potential here. Definitely a lot of potential. This looks a bit bullish. I wouldn't really be down to be trading this, depending on how we behave later on. But I would say we're probably gonna reach back into buy side actually. Isn't this, bro, isn't this a good buy here? Oh my god, it's actually pretty decent buy. The market structure shift, look at this shit. Market structure shift. We have a 50-minute AVG, so we can trade. The only thing that makes it risky is this, but we still have buy side liquidity. It's interesting. I would probably be down to take this actually. CB and Q, maybe target 2316. I will look in a second, but I'm really considering taking this trade, so I have to calculate my risk. I would really consider it. The only thing which makes it relatively risky is the fact that we took this high, but I would still say we're more likely on being bullish here. I would say we're very likely on being bullish with UJ retracing as well. We'll see. Let's see how much. 9 pips. 9 pips on a 60. Some okay. We want to risk around 3 to 4%. I mean, wait, I can already calculate risk on my platform. My bad. Let's look at this shit. Bro, I wanna only watch it. Bro, what are you doing, bro? Bro, this is stupid. Fuck. I don't know how to use this fucking tool. But why can I want to click it and put it on my chart, bro. What is you doing, bruh? Nah, this platform is not it, chief. It's not. Create new watch list. Thank God, bro. Thank God you can let me do that shit. GJ. Okay, thank you, bro. Already rebalanced. It's already looking good, but I wouldn't really take it so overextended. I would still probably take it over here. We gonna see. We're gonna be patient to see if we get a retrace. You said 50-minute CB. CB meaning bearish. So you mean taking shorts here to target 23016, like this low? Yeah, but this is a big cock block in my eyes. This 50-minute right here, it's a big cock block. Yeah, I wouldn't really do anything here unless we get more confluence. If we maybe inverse this, I would be down, like taking a small idea here towards this low. But yeah, right now I just like, I really think it's in the middle state where I don't really want to be doing pretty much anything. Let's see, should we take this? Limit, I just want to see my lot size here. So add stop loss, at least this is at least convenient. Ooh, 180 lots. What do you mean, why is it so big? We're trading GJ, bro. I'm trading 0-1 lots. The fuck? I don't know what's wrong with this, bro. Like, it's too much risk. It's $70, but I have one lot. Maybe 0.001. Oh yeah, this would be more like it, but it's still pretty big size. I wouldn't really like bro, this is stupid. Something like this I would do, but we gotta see. I'm not sure yet if I want to take it. My bad, I didn't have stream open. So you don't trade stocks. I don't really trade stocks, bro. We're gonna see. This looks like a good trade, but I do want to wait for that New York Open candle and see what we do on New York Open first. So NTP is gonna be on these highs right here. The only thing which makes me risky, what makes it risky, is because we took that range high, but I wouldn't really say it's a problem. We're just still generating lower time frame liquidity. I still think these are gonna be ran easily. What I would probably do, and what is the best choice here, is to wait for price to retrace, get another entry here, and then enter. If I can enter, I'm not sure I can enter with this small of a size, but yeah, I'm gonna be patient because it's risky because of that buy sell liquidity getting taken. So I'm gonna wait for bonus confluence here on taking the trade. But yeah, let's see euro. Yeah, we're pretty much a bit bearish, but we're gonna see. This looks like a good, like a textbook market structure shift, and textbook like overall. It's just that the only thing I'm iffy about is that. So because of that high getting taken, I need to wait for a bit more confluence to be taking this trade. Even though it's a small account, we ain't really gonna like just take dumb shit. We're gonna do, oh shit, I don't think they allow me to take this small of a size though, and spread is huge. Spread is pretty huge, I ain't gonna lie here. Do want to see that extra confluence here. It's just smart to do it, and we didn't yet take it, but we do want to see that extra confluence because it might as well just keep initiating lower, this being a radial liquidity, and we initiate, which would make a bit more sense and is a bit more likely to be trading. But it depends a lot on how we behave next, if that makes sense. Because if we start inversing, I think sells would be a bit more valid here rather than buys, because we just took that and we're inversing a 50 minutes, so I would be a bit more down to be taking shorts actually here. We don't really have a very clear target. See, like this is what patience does, and we're inversing this, so I actually like this, but it depends a lot on what we do next. Because if we start breaking higher, we're very likely going towards this buy sell liquidity. But if we inverse and we close below and we confirm this 3-minute inverse, it's very likely we're actually going to be bearish. So, but I don't know if I'm able to trade with this small of a lot size. But I don't know why GJ lot size is so big. That's what I don't know. But here I'm actually going to be using 3-minute for taking this trade. And I do want to wait that candle closure, and on the retest I'm probably going to enter. So I don't know if it allows me to take this small of a position here. Stop loss at the high. So yeah. But we need to see that candle closure. It's about 10 pips. Yeah, it's about the same size. But yeah, this is looking good. We don't really have a clear target. We do have clear target, but it's a lot of resistance around here, so we gonna see. But I do like how this is looking. So sell limit, yeah, we're gonna do that. We'll probably do a bit lower, like this. But I don't want to do that much. So yeah, $5 is a fair amount. Oh no, it's not even fair. We should do actually two. Oops. 0.00025 around these numbers. So I'm probably market it if it allows me. 0.00025. I don't think it lets me. It's not even possible because the lot size is too small. But let's try. Yeah, I can't. Sadly, I can't execute. I don't know why the lot size is so expensive on GJ, but I wonder if on UJ is the same thing. Let's see. Sadly, we cannot trade it. There's a lot of downsides to this broker. A lot of downsides. Let's, for example, look at a buy limit, at a stop loss. Yeah, it's very a lot, and this is the. I mean, this is. I mean, see, the quantity field must be 001. This is the minimum amount. Risking $55. Are you crazy? Yeah, so we cannot trade GG Pearl. What the fuck is this, bro? This broker is fucking shit. Why does it require me such a big lot size? I don't understand, but what can you do? Yeah, we're massively reacting lower here. I'm probably gonna be looking to trade Nasdaq, I guess. We'll see how we behave here. Do we have some sell side to be raiding into this? I'm still a bit more inclined towards buy-in. We have untaken liquidity, both liquidity here, and generally higher time frame. I would say we're in equilibrium. I would say we're a bit more likely to play out bullish. So I'm gonna watch for Nasdaq. Nasdaq is sometimes tradable even in bro, it's so sad it doesn't let me fucking take this trade, bro. But this broker is not it, chief. It's not it. Even with my big ass leverage, I cannot execute. The minimum amount of me to execute on these pairs is fucking $50. Are you crazy? But sadly, the best we cannot trade. So we're only gonna be looking at USD pairs and Nasdaq. We cannot really trade in gold, I think, but gold has a pretty big lot size as well. So that's kind of sad. But we're gonna adapt. Don't worry about it. We're gonna adapt. We're gonna choose maybe USD CHF. We can also be trading. Oh, just our liquidity, but we do already have this inversion here, which makes it risky. But it was like a temporary goodbye, and we cannot really short either because we already took sell side. But we have to add a lot of pairs to our arsenal because we're very limited because of this broker, sadly. But we're gonna add a lot of pairs. I'm gonna be trading mostly USD. GBP, JPY. We cannot trade GBP AUD, but this is very choppy. So a lot of pairs we cannot trade. Euro AUD. Interesting. We have a 50-minute here, but it's a lot of bearish price action here to fight off. Annoying as fuck, but what can we do? Okay, we already start going lower. I do want to see how we generally behave around these areas. It's too early to be trying to trading this. Too early. Did we close the hourly? We did. So we have an hourly FVG where we can continue trading towards filling that gap. This is low resistance. Here it's a bit of resistance, but I would still say we should be. Ooh, we already kind of have a trade here on this inversion. We have sell side rate into hourly FVG. Now all I'm waiting for is this to get inverse, but I do want to see some momentum here. Boom. We can trade. First target can be this. We're gonna see. This can be one of the ideas. Sell side rate, I would still think we go for that high, but it does depend. We do have slight resistance here, but we have crazy R if we, yeah, we have crazy R. So we're looking at geo buys. AU still very overextended. We don't really want to be trading this. Same with Euro. Euro we also have hourly gap, but we don't really have things to target. And Geo's in our area already, and I really think we're gonna come for this high though. So yeah, we might have some continuations here. GBP USD. GBP USD. We're just gonna prepare to see how much lot size we need. Let's say we buy around here. Advanced option, stop loss, we're gonna give it some room. So yeah, we need like 0.05, generally around $2 I'm looking to risk, but this is a good idea. It's a bit of resistance around here, so we gotta be careful at that because we have potential to play out bearish because of this big ass gap. So I'm not sure I want to necessarily be trading against this. I think here what's smart is to wait for some type of confluence. But we gonna see. we gonna see. Yeah, it's probably smart to wait for some type of structure switch. So in this case, waiting for a 50-minute inverse, I think, yeah, or some type of movement on lower time frames. It's just too risky to be trading like this. Yeah, like the idea can be like this, sure, but come on, come on. And we do have a potential buy here. I want to see how we behave, because we can look at short-term buys pre-market open. If we behave correctly, we can definitely look at some shit like that, but I don't really like opposing structure like this. Yeah, we see G ended up holding bearish a bit. Yeah, and it looks like gold is breaking as well. So this can also be a trade. If we manage to inverse, we can look for low resistance high here. We can look to target this high easily if we inverse on USD CHF. But yeah, we need a lot of structure to happen on the 1 minute. I'm gonna see. I don't like this. I wouldn't really be buying until this gets mitigated, but I do see buys happening in terms of structure, like a big ass trending Asia. This is one of my models that I trade, but we need to wait and see. And I would say G was very likely on continuing higher. Now we're just rebalancing, right? We're just retracing to rebalance hourly AVG and really low resistance high. But I don't like this. I need to see this AVG getting cleared before considering any trade here. So yeah, we're gonna wait and see. We also need to pay attention to Nasdaq here in case we inverse. In case we inverse, I'm down to take shorts towards this. But the thing is, POI is already mitigated and low is already taken, so that's what makes the trade risky a bit. Looks like Geo is gonna start being bullish, but we need to be patient on this. We need to see that FVG getting cleared. We gonna see. I'm gonna go to the bathroom like 2 minutes. I'm gonna be back. We gonna see. Yeah, Nasdaq looks bearish here, but I wouldn't really. Yeah, I don't know about this low. This is a very dangerous low to look and target. First of all, this is exactly how I lost yesterday when I was targeting a liquidity already getting taken and a POI already mitigated, which makes it risky. But you were right on this. If you're still on the stream, you said about this, but I wouldn't personally take it. I wouldn't personally take it. I'm still waiting on this G to switch. I would still be more down to buys because this is just a raid pre-bullish range, right? I'm still down for buys, but I do want to see that cleared. This AVG getting cleared, meaning we see something like this and then look higher. I'm trading both sessions. I'm trading both London and New York. Nasdaq is only what I'm trading in New York, but I might consider trading it in London also because we had some pretty good opportunities, but I still need data to see. It's very in the middle, so we need to see this getting cleared. We cannot short, we cannot buy unless it gets cleared. This looks it's very likely gonna target that low, but I don't want to trade. Like, this is kind of a rule for my trading. I don't want to trade towards mitigated POIs and liquidity getting taken. So this is exactly what this is right here. I would still be inclined to being bullish here. And we still have like 1 hour to the market open, so unless I see something be really clear, I'm not gonna be trading pre-market open on Nasdaq. But this liquidity is very easy to get taken here on, should be easy. What, the bearish move? Yeah, you were right on the bearish move though. You were right on it. I don't really see an entry though, but yeah, you were right. I don't think it's gonna take the low. The low is very, very unlikely to get taken here. This is very, very likely the place we're gonna react of this consolidation, because liquidity is already taken. So maybe the idea would have been, I don't know, targeting this. So maybe you could also, this was a pretty like small gap, but it was decent. Like trading from here to here, I would have maybe taken it. Really, I haven't seen it. I did have an account on Funded Next, but I really haven't checked. I saw that they made a futures thing, but I didn't really check it. I want to see. I know. Futures here. Funded Next futures. Let's see. Oh my god, bro, what the fuck? Why is it so cheap? Bro, what the fuck? It's taken, bro. Liquidity is taken here. Look at this. You see this equal lows here getting taken? Liquidity or sell side liquidity already got taken here, so price has no reason to come and take this low. And also this hourly POI is mitigated. You see? So price has no real reason to return. That's why I'm inclined to being bullish here. But what the fuck is this? Why are they so cheap? Oh yeah, because of this. So what's that like? That's like 5%, and the profit target is 6%. Interesting. This is actually cheap as fuck, to be honest. Very cheap. But I don't know, no minimum benchmark days, max position. I have no idea. Micros means I have no idea. Consistency, I have no idea what this means. I'm very unfamiliar with futures, to be honest. I have no idea how this works, but they're really, really cheap. Rapid challenge. Okay, this is more expensive, but yeah, I have no idea. See, we're being pretty bullish. Now I'm considering whether I want to take this or I don't want to take this. Because I don't really like these highs here, low resistance liquidity. And yeah, but I don't like this gap. So I would still be down on waiting to see whether we... Yeah, but it looks good, bro. Breaker block here. Oof. I'm really considering taking this even with the hourly gap because it looks hella fucking good. Nas. You see Nas. But yeah. On consistent rule means you can pass it in just one trade. They're trying to make people buy them just to gamble. Yeah, to be honest, yeah. But it's extremely fucking cheap. Thank you for telling me about this. I'm gonna consider getting one, but right now I'm gonna trade this personal. But I don't know what this 40% means though. What does that shit mean? Yeah, like every platform is trying to make people gamble at the end of the day. But I do want to see buy limit. I do want to see my stop loss. How much would it be? Oh, it's $2 with a 001, which is very fine size. We have about 1 hour. I already mark it here, but now it's already late. Now I'm gonna wait for that to get cleared. The entry should have been way faster, but I got distracted. Should have been on this breaker block, like already been in this trade like this. Fuck. It is what it is. We're gonna wait because maybe we're gonna get that retracement of this. Maybe. If we do, that's even better. But this, I would have taken it straight off the bat here, but I just got distracted. I got distracted by your comment, but it's not you to blame. It's me to blame. But yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, maybe we see that retracement to retest or not. It would be sad to miss it, but it is what it is. The Nasdaq 100, I have no idea, bro. I genuinely have no idea. Maybe Lucarius can answer this question, but I genuinely have no idea. I think MNQ, isn't it MNQ futures? And Nasdaq, this is an index. Yeah, this is future, and US NAS 100 is an index. That's the difference. But I'm sad I missed this. Fuck. But it is what it is. Maybe we're gonna get that retracement still. But this was a good trade. That's one lesson when you're scalping. I have to get used to being really like focused and really on time, because it looks like it's just gonna go with no regrets. But yeah, fuck, this would have been easy fucking money. No, why am I doing this to myself? But it's all good though. We're gonna get opportunities. It's not the last opportunity, but it would have been nice to catch it again. Maybe we see that retracement. That would be perfect. Seeing price come low and then give another gap higher and then take it, that would be perfect in terms of risk. But it's already was a really good fucking entry to just take straight off the bat. We don't really care about that 3-minute AVG, but we'll see. This definitely would have been my trade, and this would have been first target. Second target would have been London highs. But let's not be mad at this. Let's wait, because we might have something. I'm also gonna start looking at ES, I feel like, but S&P SPX 500 USD like this. I'm gonna add it because yeah, we're gonna look for more opportunities. So we gotta use a US 30. I feel like I used to trade US 30 USD. I'm gonna start trading indices. Let's see where we are here. I wouldn't like this. Is middle, in the middle staying. SPX. Yeah, I do like Nasdaq here. Nasdaq is the most bullish one, so I'm gonna wait and see. That's already gonna fucking go. That's what's sad about it. Okay, I missed my opportunity to take it. Fuck. All we were supposed to do is me paying attention to one fucking candle, and that's exactly when I get distracted. But it's all good though. We live and learn. We live and learn. So US 30, they're all weaker than. I do like these equal lows right here. Let's see, do we have an hourly? We don't really have an hourly, but I would like to see them getting swept here. Bruh, such a easy trade, bro. So fucking easy to take. But yeah, what can you do? I just liked it, bullish structure. I really like this trade on liquidity here, and exactly what I said. We're reacting off this consolidation. We had a really nice breaker block here and just take it. I did catch a 1-to-1 R. A 1-to-1 R on GU, but look how much it ran. Like 8.7 R, and I took another loss on AUDUSD here. This was a really fine trade, nothing really wrong, but yeah, I ended up being around break even for the day. So yeah, and now I missed this, sadly. But it's all good. Opportunity is always gonna be there, even if you miss one trade. It's not, I mean, it's over. Yeah, they were. Fuck. It's annoying, but what can you do? We're still gonna have opportunities. I'm pretty sure Nasdaq's still gonna give opportunities, so just gonna be patient. But this is very clean price action. That's why I like it. That's why I like Nasdaq a lot here. Also with this, like this internal rate on liquidity, bullish structure, bullish range, 50-minute AVG, which is the textbook for a scalp. But yeah, that's the bad thing about, like, that's kind of the only downside about scalping, is that if you're not like paying attention for 1 minute, you can miss the trade. Like 1 minute, it makes a difference. You can miss a trade just by not paying attention for 1 minute. That's all it basically takes. But yeah, it's all good. I'm still waiting to see bullish price action here, but I do want to see some movement. It's still very slow for now. This first target should be easy to reach into, but in this London high second, at this point we go and break even, letting it run towards Nasdaq, the fuck am I saying, to London, and this is final, I would say. But we gonna see. Maybe we get lucky and see that retracement anyways, but if we don't, that's all good. I wouldn't really be trading this. I don't like this. There is a slight potential here, but I wouldn't really choose this because it's very in the middle state, because we also rated liquidity here, so a really high chance of continuing bearish. It just doesn't look like it's good. Let's see. Would be nice to get a retracement these deep when we had where I planned my initial entry, but now I don't really like that we're inversing here, but we're gonna see. We're in CEE. This can be a scalp, a decent scalp here, but we don't have sell side. I like to trade off consolidations most of the time, meaning we would have taken something like this, but sell side was already taken, so generally I'm invalidated on taking this trade. But I would take something like this of consolidation. But yeah, I would take something like this. We'll see. But yeah, this is pretty bearish actually. We ended up reacting and holding that. I think isn't this an hourly? It is an hourly gap. So it's very in the middle. Again, this changes things a bit. So we're kind of stuck between two AVGs. That'll kind of make it suck, but yeah. Ooh, I do kind of like this equal lows, relative equal lows, but look what we have. We have a pretty big cock block here. To be, yeah, this is a very big cock block to be taking this short. The hourly AVG. It's a very big cock block, but yeah, see? Okay, so maybe I ended up filtering. Thank you, bro. Thank you. That's actually really nice to hear. I thought my streams are boring for most people. But thank you. That's actually a really nice thing for me to hear. Let's see what we got. But now it's very fucking weird. Like, god damn. I do want to see Jules do something here. We're still very fucking slow, but it makes sense. This would have been the short, but again, this is exactly a case where I would not take a trade, because again, we have sell side taken and we have an hourly POI getting mitigated, already mitigated, so it makes it very, very risky to be looking at this short right here. But yeah, apparently this failed, but once again, I'm not looking to be shorting here. I feel like what price is doing right now is just generating liquidity for market open, and then it's gonna sweep both of them, and then it's gonna continue in the intended direction. Overall, my bias is still bullish, but it does depend. Like, I see very bullish price action, but we have two POIs, which, yeah, relatively flux bias, but I would still say we're very likely on reaching towards this London high for market open. Okay, let's see what Gio's gonna do here. They're still stalling a bit. Maybe this can be a decent scalp. Do we have... Oh, this can be also a potential opportunity. Yes, bro, I did get this Gio 1-to-1R. I did answer this question already, but I'm gonna say it again. I did get this Gio 1-to-1R. That ended up running to 8.7. I did get this. That was it, and this and one loss, so I ended up being at around break even for the day. But we're still familiarizing with scalping. It's my first day like actively trading as a scalper, so I'll take it, to be honest. I'll take it. But I do like Nasdaq here, but now it's weird. So at this point, I'm just gonna wait for market open, to be honest, and probably realistically only look at GU to see how we behave. It's in a kind of metal state as well, which is slightly weird. But we chillin'. We're gonna see. Now for now it's slow. This is retractive price action. This will probably work, but it's just too risky for me. Sell side taken. We have potential to be continuing bullish, but it's again like there's such a weird middle state where it's not clear what we're doing. It's not clear that we're bearish. It's not clear that we're bullish. So it's not clear, but they're not clear on where we're gonna go. But I would, this entry pattern in itself I would take, but probably in a different context. I'm probably gonna place an alert. I actually like this buy here, even if we're relatively overextended and we are in slight high resistance. I would still think this is a good setup. Also overlapping with an hourly gap, this is really good to be taking just straight up continuations if we retrace. I'm also slightly considering gold, but again, it's not a setup that gives me high conviction. Even though I don't trade with rules right now, or I don't trade, I really am not gonna force any trades. Like my brain already, since practicing so much on the demo scalping, I already know what a good setup looks like. So even though I want to trade, I'm not gonna force anything. We will have Nasdaq always prints, so there's pretty big potential to have a Nasdaq opportunity today, but we definitely need to see what we gonna do. Right now this move lower just fucked things really bad. Yeah, this is still looking bearish. I would still like to see that shit get mitigated. If we don't, kinda sucks. But this looks like a very decent scalp. Like just to trade off these equal lows towards this high or this highs. Yeah, this looks like a very decent scalp, but if we sweep sell side, otherwise, hell nah, bro. Hell nah. This case on US30, I would wait for some type of confluence, 50-minute confluence. But even if we're looking for buys, we cannot target because buy sell liquidity is already taken. So realistically, weird. We can target this maybe, but this hell no. This we can target, this no. So we can actually, if we see the sell side sweep, we can target this. But this consolidation, I don't really like seeing something like this in my trades. Kinda hard to scalp on forex pair because of choppy. I mean, it is, but bro, I've been trading forex pairs for 3 years now. I kinda know how they move. I'm kinda used to how they move. So if you're kinda used to them and their behavior, it's fine, to be honest. It's really fine. They're not that choppy. Like the main USD pairs like GBP USD, AUD USD, Euro USD, they're really decent pairs. I do like how they move. And forex pairs usually have pullbacks compared to Nasdaq. Nasdaq most of the time just leaves. Nasdaq and gold just leave with no regrets really. This looks like a good intent, but still too early. This is very weak. Geo is very weak right now. I don't know what it's doing. It looks bearish of the sweep here. But it's very risky. Like it's so weird because we didn't take this high. If we would have taken this, I would have happily looked for shorts. But because we didn't, I would look for buys actually. I realized that for scalping, drawn liquidity is extremely fucking important. It's probably one of the most important things. Having a solid draw. Still no intent. Even if it looks good, it would just get stopped out by market open. I feel like if we would trade here. kind of iffy setups, but a lot of setups are gonna form while we, yeah, during price action, like while we just are in the session. A lot of setups are gonna form like this, so we're not gonna get demoralized, but yeah. Market open is kind of slow, but we printed pretty much a lot today, so that's why, most likely. But this AU setup is actually pretty decent. Hi bro, hi, welcome to the stream. How are you today, brother? Decent, bro. This one, if you're talking about this one. I mean, I closed at a 1 to 1 hour, but no, only this one that ended up going to like 8 hour in total, and this AUD USD trade that ended up failing. Where is it? This ended up failing, and then I took this one. I don't know if you were on stream when I took this one, but yeah, this 1 to 1 hour trade here of this low. We swept that low, and then I looked at an inversion here and I just entered. But yeah, closed a bit early. Are you EU Euro USD, or what do you mean? From Europe, you mean? Yeah, I'm from Europe, bro. I'm from Romania. It's forming bullish structure, definitely. It's just not a place I would trade. I'll wait for this. It's a good scalp. This is probably the highest quality scalp we have because of these equal lows and hourly FVG. This is kind of textbook for what I would look for in a scalp. Sometimes I have brain damage. Yeah, bro. I'm from Romania, so yeah. Where are you from? We do not have top steps, sadly, in my country, but I wouldn't really be trading funded. I feel like right now I'm really enjoying a personal account way more than a funded. Even if it's small, even if the profit is way smaller, it's just like the journey, bro. Like growing an account from like $100 to 10K, that's way more fulfilling. It's like a real journey compared to funded where you just make profit, you withdraw, you make profits, you withdraw. I would probably still buy a funded account, but probably in autumn. Korean, nice, bro. Chachesmida. That's the only thing I know in Korean. I think it's from League. Or I don't even know what that word means. Chachesmida. That's the only thing I know in Korean. I don't know if it even means anything. Oh really? They don't let you open a Visa card? That's crazy. That's unlucky, but if you can trade the personal, that's still good. For me in my country, it's just not available. It's just not available. You cannot trade Top Step at all. Oh my god, that's so unlucky, bro. That's so unlucky. And what were you able to do something about that, or? Chachesmida. That's all I know in Korean. I don't know what it means. I think when you get a kill in League of Legends, I had League of Legends in Korean for a while, and I think it's enemy has been slain. I think that's what it means. This looks very bearish on GU here. Very, very bearish. It's a weird, but it's kind of holding it as support, which is interesting. These respections here, interesting. Oh, okay, you don't really wait. So you're from Korea, but you don't speak Korean. You're probably not originally from Korea, I guess. You probably moved to Korea. Let's see. These stocks are getting swept. Yeah, bro, but that's unlucky. But at least you still passed an account, so that's a good sign. That's something to be proud of, I would say. That's still something to be proud of. I know about this though. Considering the movement we came lower with, we need to see it get cleared, meaning we see something like this and then entry. Because taking entry straight out like this is very risky, unless we have a really strong entry. That's the only way I'm gonna take this, and this looks very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Fuck is G so weak for? I mean, it makes sense because we printed a lot today, but it's very weak right now. We printed, I mean, it's not that much, 45 pips. It's decent delivery for London, but it's probably just stalling for, I don't know, silver bullet maybe. Gulu, what does GL mean, bro? Lock in, yes sir. We locking in on this stream. Everybody that's on this stream is locked in. Everybody that's present on the stream is locked in and giving their best. Let's see. It's still weird, bro. What is it doing, Nasdaq? Hear me. Oh yeah, this is bearish. Pretty bearish. I see Euro. What is Euro doing? Nothing. Yes, sir. Good luck, my man. Thank you, bro. And good luck with your lock-in. I'm brain damaged sometimes. Even though I know what it means, it just didn't click in my brain. Yeah, this is probably getting invalidated. Like, yes, sir. It's getting invalidated. Hella invalidated. But are we finally reaching towards the sunset that I tried to short towards in London? We might be doing it, actually. On this, I still want to see that inversion, but on AU, we might be shorting towards this London sunset that I was waiting for the whole day. Because now we're completing that hourly inversion, and if we fully complete it, I'll be down to short, but we definitely need some serious retracement. I'm gonna go 5 minutes. I'm gonna be away, and yeah, I'm gonna be back to see what Nasdaq does. There are a lot of setups that actually happen in PM session as well. A lot of setups. So Nasdaq is gonna offer opportunity if we're just present. Like, that's it. Yeah, see, this entry on SPX played out a bit, but it failed. Why? Because we already took liquidity here. This is very cheat codey. Cheat code things to be using in your trading. Don't be targeting areas that already have liquidity taken, and don't be targeting POIs that already got mitigated. That's exactly why trade failed here. And you know, if you're still here, Lucarios, this is why you see price confirming it right here. You don't want to be trading towards liquidity that got taken. If this would have been intact and this POI would have been lower and this rate on liquidity didn't happen, yeah, that's when I would be shorting towards this equal lows hella and towards this unmitigated POI. Yes, sir. But like this, nah. I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna pee myself if I stay more. I'm backy. It's a where my glasses at? Bro, you should make a video about that because that's okay, bro. So I don't know what it. So when not to trade liquidity, or I'm gonna try and make a video about it, but I don't really know how to title it, or yeah, I don't really know how to title it, but it's something very very important that legitimately is gonna change your life, bro. It's legitimately gonna change your win rate massively, 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 massively. Because even yesterday, there was a trade the exact same thing on Nasdaq, right? This was a really good short here that I actually took, but I didn't realize in the moment. But that ended up failing. We see we have an intent lower, but we failed. Why did we fail? Because we took liquidity. Liquidity was already taken, and that's why many of the times you see price not going and taking that low, because it already took liquidity, and that's gonna change how you see the market, and it's gonna pretty much change your win rate of your trades. Pretty much, it's gonna really change it. But yeah, this still looks bearish for me. Probably still gonna wait on Nasdaq when market open. I don't want to force any trades. Like at this point, I don't want to say I'm really picky. I just know intuitively what makes a good trade or what doesn't make. Like this for me looks bearish, but I wouldn't really. I don't know if I would take bearish. Yeah, we cannot really take bearish trades here, but it definitely looks bearish here intuitively. But I wouldn't take this trade because of the hourly FVG, pretty much, which kind of fucks it, and the fact that buy side liquidity is still intact makes it really risky. But it does look bearish, like how we rejected buyers here with this candle and then it started bear. Like this looks hella fucking bearish. Like even here the same thing, we already took liquidity. That's why we don't finish the move towards the low, because this low is unlikely to get taken because it previously already took liquidity. So it generally changes which trades you're gonna take. This looks good, but what are we gonna target? It's risky. It's risky to try and predict an hourly inversion. It's very very risky. It's very risky to do, and it's not worth trying to do it. Way better, what would happen here, way better would be if we inverse this. But I don't know, I just have a feeling that we're not gonna proceed higher prices, because I don't know, this right here. But we gonna see. I'm gonna let the entry decide. Okay, you ended up printing a lot more bullish than you, but I would let the entry decide here what I'm gonna do, because we do have relatively this 50-minute FVG here, which kind of fucks things up. But this is not what I'm really scared of. I'm really scared of this, more like of this inversion at the top of the leg. So yeah, it generally looks way more likely to be bearish, but we gonna see. Again, I'm not here to force trades. Like there's no point in forcing trades. I already know what makes a good setup and what doesn't, so forcing trades is not gonna be productive at all. So if I don't see any single setup, it is what it is. I'm not gonna trade if I don't see a setup. Yeah, and this printed bearish, but again, sell side was taken, which made it really risky. We didn't even take this high. Come on, bro. Wait, I would actually prefer on trading higher over the sell side to take these, but it's still an iffy setup. I don't like it. I don't like this shit. Okay, this is looking pretty decent. It's a very strong inversion. Pretty strong. Yeah, I think this is doable now because we have a really strong inversion. So let's see. But I do want to see how the candle closes. I don't really like this candle close though. Already mitigated the inverse, but this can be first target at 1.5. This can be final, but I would like to see price come back into this gap. Sometimes it doesn't, because we see on the 1 minute here already mitigated the inverse, so you might straight up just leave off it. which is fine. I don't really want to be, it doesn't look like necessarily a good trade to me. I'm still waiting to see if we retrace. We also do have this inversion here, which okay, AU looks good here, already inverse, but it's a lot of momentum coming in. I would definitely be preferring to buy euro, but this was a market and I didn't pay attention to it, which already kind of makes it late. Unless we see a proper retracement, I'm hell not gonna take it. But this is probably already gonna work. Yeah, we missed the train once again. That's the hard thing about scalping, because you don't really have a lot of time to think. You need to decide really fast on whether you're gonna take a trade or not. But it's all good though. That's the problem, right? Even here already happened, and even here it looks like a really good move, but only if we would have marketed here. That would have pretty much been the only way to catch this, and this would have been already buying here on this inversion. But I just didn't really, I wanted to think about whether I like trading here or not. But yeah, it's already kind of late. It's like there's not a setup I can say, okay, I'm taking this, it looks good. It doesn't really look good to me, so I prefer waiting, to be honest. I prefer waiting. I just don't trust you here. I feel like it's way more likely to be failing lower than preceding bullish prices. Even with this higher time frame objective, it just feels off. But we have this good doji candle here, which if we see a retracement, I might consider it. But yeah, we have a 50-minute POI here. We have a lot of opposing structure, and that's kind of the problem with GU, and currently it's the weakest out of the more lower time frame. That's the problem with GU here. So it looks like a breakaway, more like it. But yeah, this Fox are pretty bad. Do we want to be buying this? Don't want to see us coming into this order block though. I just don't trust it. It looks iffy, it looks weird. So I'm not gonna force. Intuitively, this is how I need to trade intuitively. So if I see something that I don't like, I'm not gonna force it, even if it works. It's weird, I would say. A weird break higher. But I don't know if this or the block. Okay, I might mark it actually, because now we're seeing respection, and this kind of confirms my idea. Oh my god, bro, spread is awful. Spread fucked me, but it's all good. You're targeting this high. I wanted to see respection because the entry looked a bit weird, so that's kind of the only thing I was waiting for. I was being a bit more patient on seeing how we behave. Stop loss is about $4, which is all good. Take profit is generally the high here. Ended up taking a bit of yeah, but we want to see how we behave here. I would say generally we should be drawn higher towards that, but this can offer a bit of resistance, but I think we're fine. This is a breakaway. I was either best entry would have been here, it's just it was not very high conviction. That's why I wanted to see candle behavior and how we behave in candles before considering to take this. But yeah, should be fine, but we definitely gotta be careful at this. But we should be fine, to be honest. Entry not the greatest, but it's all good. We don't need perfect entries. We don't need to be perfect. And I think this is my main take profit level, like the higher time frame liquidity. We'll see. Late entry could have been definitely way better, but I just like, for me it's more worth it to pay attention to price and really choosing something that I like and something that confirms me the entry is good, rather than taking the perfect entry. We did see price coming exactly into that order block. Again, intuition here, this dodgy candle. But yeah, we need to see, I want to see us breaking above this, that 5-minute inversion here, because it can offer it can make price fail here. But yeah, we're chilling. We don't need perfect entries, we just need not need, but we need to be right. We don't need perfect entries. All that it matters is that we take a entry that we're highly convicted in. That's what we need to do. We don't need to force anything. If something feels off, we're gonna wait until price confirms or does something that makes it feel better, right? This is a breakaway. Yeah, it should be easy on delivering towards the highs here. And we're probably gonna wait on Nasdaq market open as well, but we're gonna see how we behave here. We should generally, I do want to see inversion of this and this equal highs here, higher time frame target. This is my main TP. I don't think I want to leave it more than this, so I'm gonna add the TP. That's my main TP. Even if it goes, I care about consistency. I don't really care about oh, what if price runs towards 2500 R. I don't really care about that shit. One take profit will make like $6, so that's really fine for me. Now we have a take profit on the highs. R is not great, but it doesn't really matter to me. What matters to me more is consistency rather than perfect R or perfect entries right now. Especially in scalping, I feel like that's the right way to do things. Realistically, our stop loss is here below this FVG. We should not break below it. I think we don't. This is also looking like a breakaway, kinda looking like a breakaway. So I think we should just support price higher, retest, spend a little time, and then just fulfill and deliver towards final take profit. We're gonna wait on Nasdaq to see. After that, we might have another trade. If not, that's all good. This is slightly dangerous, but I would say we're still gonna take this high before potentially reacting. So not this one. Drawing. I cannot see, bro. I cannot fucking see because of the order. But I'm gonna see on this gap how we behave. For me, my stop loss is straight here. This is a breakaway. We should not ever return into it. Now it's very, very important how we behave next. Do we hold this higher? Or if we inverse it, it's pretty much game over. Those we should not return into it. I want to see it support price higher and start breaking above these highs. That's what I want to see. Give it time. See how it behave to this gap. Stop loss is mentally trailed here. I still see price supporting higher. We just have good order flow. Normally, in a scenario where this inversion, price wouldn't have a higher time frame target right above these highs, I would definitely just avoid the trade because of that. Because of this 5-minute inversion, it looks very dangerous, but it reduces dangerousness because we have a really obvious higher time frame liquidity. That's the only reason why I ended up taking this trade pretty much. But let's see if we support price higher. Nice, that's a good start. That's a good start for now. I see some momentum. Euro is very strong. If we hit TP, this is most likely gonna be the main trade of the day, if I can say that, and then I'm gonna probably look at max one trade in Nasdaq, depending on how we behave. But it's important how we behave here. I do want to see this getting fully inversed, and I want to see price keep supporting bullish prices. Right now we don't have absolutely no reason to retrace at this moment in time. We should continue displacing. We're struggling a bit because this is somewhat a strong high and we have that 5-minute inverse, but overall we should be fine and continuing higher in the couple of minutes, I would say. If this holds like this, is a very big chance we're gonna start initiating bearish order flow, meaning we switch off that 5-minute. That's why it's so important to see price continue and close above this inverse. For now it's rejecting it, which is not a very good sign, but let's be patient. Let's be patient because it's normal to struggle a bit around this area. So we cannot really let one candle dictate how we feel about this trade, right? See, this is our TP in 1312 right here on the higher time frame high, basically. We might struggle a bit, but that doesn't mean we're not gonna continue, right? This looks good for a start. Yup. Yup, sir. Now we should have a really easy time towards TP because this is voided. This is low resistance. This was the only area of resistance. So if we manage to break above it, break above this high and form a gap here, we're easily going higher towards the higher time frame target. It's a really kind of no-brainer trade, to be honest, but it had a bit, not a lot, but a bit of resistance on the bearish side. That's why we had to be a bit extra cautious on taking our entry, and the entry didn't look that clean. But it actually was a bit clean because on this entry right here, we inversed to this 50-minute. And we took our entry right there, but yeah. Should be chilling. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, skis. Let's see us gap above. This is also one very important thing which I talk about a lot of times. On liquidity levels, we want to see continuation behavior. What is continuation behavior? Is us forming gaps around that liquidity like we're doing right now. If we see the opposite, if we see wicks, if we see this liquidity getting wick, that's a pretty big red flag. But now we're chilling. It's a very good sign that we're reaching towards that TP. Should be easy because this is very voided. These equal highs here, and keep in mind we have a hard time frame, low resistance objective here, so price should not really struggle. It did struggle on this wick. That's all the struggle that we encountered on this area, but in overall it's very low resistance. It should not struggle whatsoever. like a long-term struggle. You get what I mean? This becomes a really strong point in price because it's at the top of the inversion. So here it's just gonna be like a propulsion block, like where we just kind of fly. And also it's also very very pivotal around the 5-minute inverse, and it's also gapping above the liquidity, which makes it really a really pivotal price point. I don't know, do I have zones here? I do have zones, okay, but why can I not draw it? The fuck is you mean, bro? This platform is something special. This is good. I would say this is a breakaway because we don't need retests considering how low resistance this is. Should be chilling, or we retest it. It depends. It's not really like a very useful information, but yeah. Getting error while saving data. The fuck is you mean, Gengi? Yeah, I'm confident that the trade is gonna work. And AU was really good as well, but we didn't get a proper entry, and G looks way better now. You should probably just fly on the next candle. We should so easily run into that liquidity because it's so fucking low resistance that we should not struggle whatsoever. At this point, I'm mentally break even. I'm just too lazy to move it. Maybe we're gonna have also Nasdaq trade, but we're gonna wait for market open. But yeah, this is pretty much easy. I'm not arrogant in this case, and I'm not overconfident. It's just what I know based on my experience. Like, you should fucking fly towards that TP. Let's mark that where is it? The higher time frame liquidity level, and also it's pre-voided. We can essentially leave it more, but I'm really fine with this. I don't need more. I need consistent outcome. I don't need crazy R trades, at least not now. Not right now. I'm just focused on consistency. That's it. We don't need to retrace because we also have bearish POIs to hold and retest. You get what I mean? I'm probably on the next like 2 candles is gonna hit TP realistically. Again, I'm not worried whatsoever. In a case like this, price doesn't need to retrace because it's low resistance. Price can just continuously go higher without proper retraces because it's so low resistance, right? Even on the higher time frame, it's so low resistance. It's a big ass wick and this is big ass void. So price just has an easy time to deliver. What we're probably gonna retest is this 1 minute AVG here. That's what I think. And just holding it higher, or we can also come here, but I would still say we're chilling. Yeah, we're still chilling. Trust, bro, trust. Now we retested this really pivotal gap, so yeah, we should be continuing higher off it. It looks like the perfect gap around the equilibrium prices. Big ass gap, isolated. It just looks perfect to continue rallying from, and it also overlaps with the 5-minute inversion. That is a very beneficial point for prices to hold higher and continue delivering. Not necessarily a great sign if we inverse, but be patient on the close. Be patient. Because we also have apparently this smaller one here at the bottom, so. It doesn't look great. I would still say we should be finishing the delivery higher, but it doesn't really look like price wants to. But I still really think this is low resistance, so it should though. In theory, it should, and now we should see this get back inversed. But if it gets respected, it's probably time to at least trim the trade. But yeah, I do want to see something like this. Yeah, that's good. And now we're gonna, like, I see this pattern a lot of times when we have two gaps. We come for the deeper one and then we hold after the reaction higher. We end up holding the second one, meaning this one, and now we hold higher from here, if that makes any sense to you. I still trust the trade. Like, for me, it's very low resistance. I don't see a reason to print bearish. We're gonna watch Nasdaq. We have like the 12 minutes until market opens on Nasdaq. I still believe we're easily gonna go towards that TP. So sometimes it's all about trusting the trade. Most of the times it's all about trusting the trade. If you look at profit and think about profit, we're gonna get very tempted to make bad decisions. And if I cannot trust my trade when I'm $3 in profit, how am I gonna be able to trust it when I'm gonna be 1K in profit, right? How am I gonna be able to trust it then? It's very important to build the proper habits now. But this is what is very nice about personal accounts, because you gradually increase risk, and you gradually it being so gradual, right? It's easy to familiarize yourself with the risk. That's what I actually like about personal accounts, because it's gradual growth, and you don't go, for example, from a 50K account where you're risking 500 to a 100K account where you're risking 1K, which is a very big change. On the personal account, is very gradual. With every trade, you're essentially kind of growing your risk, which is very nice. Now I will see, like, again, as I said, I'm really confident that this 1 minute gap is still gonna hold price higher, no matter what these bearish gaps really say here. So yeah, this should be an easy, absolutely easy trade generally, and that's why I'm still gonna choose to trust it, because it's very low resistance, very low resistance. So yeah, it should deliver towards, I see in my eyes, I'm curious if I'm gonna be right, but I see one big candle forming here, and then a second smaller one, but apparently prices rejected as soon as I said that. But it's all good though, I still believe in this trade. We are respecting this 1 minute, but again, I still do believe we're gonna support price higher. It's kind of making almost the same pattern as here, but for me, yeah, I still trust it. Oops, what did I do? At this point, I'm gonna go break even in case price wants to to reverse. For me, this is the area where we should hold. If we inverse, we're gonna get me out of break even, and it is what it is. This is not necessarily a great sign right here, but I'm break even, so I don't need to be right on this trade. I don't need to be right on any trade, but I'm still heavily inclined towards thinking this trade is gonna end up being bullish, no matter if we struggle a bit right now. So that's kind of it. Still think it's struggling a bit. I don't really know why, but it doesn't mean the trade is not gonna work. Now, considering that we got the second rejection very similar to the first one, we should be dwelling higher at this point. We should probably hit TP in the next 5 minutes, but I cannot really like ask the market for anything, but that's what I think based on experience. We still have this bearish gap here, but it should easily get inversed. Not great. Still holding 1 minute gaps. 1 minute gap here, 1 minute gap here, which is not a great sign. Yep. It's probably gonna reverse. I'm not sure exactly why. I still think that the trade is low resistance, so should work. Still gonna hold my buy. Still not gonna close early, even if I'm $2 in profit, and that's technically like 1 hour. Still not gonna close because I still believe we're gonna hold high, even if I might be delusional, right? And now I'm gonna go take a break. It's either TP or break even at this point. I'm fine with both outcomes. Really fine with both outcomes, and yeah, he can do what he wants to do. I still believe we're gonna hold higher, and I'm gonna hold my bias and hold high conviction in the trade. sometimes the market just does moves that don't make sense. Really. Um, we lost like 0.3. We should have been break even on this, but yeah, sometimes the market just does moves that don't really make sense a lot, right? What did you alert me on? Oh, okay, this one. But yeah, we got break even on this, which is completely fine. Why did I delete my order? We got break even on this. For me, still very low resistance high, still very confident in us reaching higher, but we just got break even, which is all good though. Yeah, sometimes the market does move that makes no sense and we cannot really be controlling that. Maybe we just rebalance and we're still gonna continue higher, so we can maybe get an opportunity of rescaling in, because I still think the trade is very valid on going higher. So we might see how we behave here. Probably around still the same stop loss. I'm fine on retaking this trade, but I do want to see a proper close. We might have just came to this order block, yeah, because this was the relevant area, but since we didn't enter on it, since we didn't enter on it, how much? 5 seconds till the candle closes. I still heavily thinking bullish buys, but yeah, look at this, we just big ass candle. So I'm gonna wait and see if we get a retest. If we don't, that's all good, because our entry was here. So us having an open position at this point, I feel like it just doesn't really make sense. We're gonna wait and see how we actually behave. Nasdaq wicked, massively bullish. Still probably gonna reach towards that London high, kind of how I had my bias. US 30 ended up massively. Now I would like SPX, but we have a massive gap higher and I don't really want to be trading that shit. So I'm actually gonna buy here. Oops, maybe I shouldn't, but at this point let's go of this inversion. We should still reach higher, like the trade is not invalidated. We just come to retest a order block here, and now we should still be valid on reaching higher. Now I'm placing my stop loss a bit more proper, I would say. Stop loss, we're gonna place it below here. Okay, it's not good. Maybe the entry was trolled a bit. I kind of knew that, but we're still retesting that inverse. So yeah, my stop loss is here. I don't know how much is my stop loss. $3. It's all good. We're not trading for the money, we're trading for the price action. Day profit still says here, still the same amount, and we're gonna modify trade. That's our idea. We'll see if it holds. We did have like a relative switch in being bearish, but yeah, we'll see. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong at this point. I don't really care. Maybe it's a forced trade. That can be, yeah, that can be it, but our stop loss is below this inversion. I still believe in bullish buys. That's the thing. I still see higher prices. If I'm proven wrong, prove me wrong, but I still believe we should be going higher, because we have even more liquidity right now, right? If we don't, prove me wrong, and it is what it is. I don't really care. I'm not afraid of being wrong, right? But we might be reaching towards the sell side maybe. So I still think it's a good trade. We inversed. We might, now it behaves, it matters how we behave here. If we just break higher, we're gonna break higher, but yeah. This looks like a good gap on Nasdaq here. To be targeting this high, 2R. Yo, Nasdaq, where are you? Boom, Nas, bro. Boom, place new order, buy limit. If we even reach into that, that's the thing. Advanced option, stop loss, probably below the gap. We don't need a deep pullback here. That's fine. Risk and take profit would be, I can't really see where we have it, but yeah, somewhere around here. This is my order. The same idea, we just retrace towards equilibrium price. I still really highly believe in this buy sell liquidity. So if I'm wrong for if I am to be proven wrong, okay, prove me wrong. If I'm not, that's all good. We got break even on the main position, which is again all good because it was a bit overextended. We traded around here, around this gap formation. Now we got stopped out or break even, and we re-entered the trade. Us getting stopped out or break even right now, it just means we retraced pretty much. So yeah, no reason to be scared pretty much. Take profit still on the same level on on the high. We should still be fine. Our entry again not great, but still good. We don't need perfect entries. My buy is a bit higher, I would say, somewhere around here. We'll see. Since I'm being a pre-pivotal point, so I do want to see us breaking above it because we build this pre-relative fractal high. So I do want to see us breaking above it, maybe even a potential scaling actually if we break above here. Nasdaq, I don't know exactly if I want to leave my order open here. The gap still looks really perfect, like market open gap. These gaps a lot of times end up holding. Oh shit. Unless we inverse it, but just trust like this is Nasdaq volatility. Or we like okay, we just took London highs and now we inverse and print bearish. Okay, already stopped me out. Okay, Nasdaq, yeah. Okay, Nasdaq, but I wouldn't be trading other way here. Okay, Nasdaq, just chill, man, chill. I think maybe it was just too risky to, I mean, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, but the fact that we took London highs kind of ended up making the trade flip. But maybe we just had a deeper pullback. Maybe my stop loss was not that properly placed, but yeah. That was a pretty decent loss on Nasdaq. 2.7, not great. But yeah, we just rejected of that London high. It is what it is. This doesn't look great either, but at this point we're just gonna wait and see. I'm just having fun. We ain't doing this for the results. That's what you gotta keep in mind, and that's why it tends to, yeah. This can be a good short, but I don't want to trade against mitigated POIs like short of here, straight up. Should I be shorting this? That's the last trade for today. This is the last trade. Stop loss, take profit should be this right here. Just intuitively, I know it's gonna print lower because how far we inversed. Take profit is gonna be around 6. See if I'm wrong or not. Still think this is gonna print as well. So just like a really good inversion, a London high sweep into inversion. That's kind of everything we need. Might be a bit risky because we're targeting a taken low, but I just intuitively, I think it's gonna work. The G1 doesn't really look like that promising, but we're gonna see. I mean, this would have been the optimal sell, but again, our sell is not that bad. I mean, it is kind of bad, like something like this. If we get our 2R, that's all good. Yeah, and I still trust this, even though now it looks bad, I still trust it. So, especially after this rejection now, and I still trust the Nasdaq trade. I've seen this price action a lot of times. So yeah, flip bias instantly, but doesn't really matter. It's gonna slowly deliver, and probably late is gonna start displacing. That's how it usually does. But yeah, this looks like a stop loss, but we should be holding. Like, we still rejected so many times. Still feel like buy equal highs. Like, come on, bro, should still be holding this. If we don't, we don't, and it is what it is. Maybe it's gonna come to this inversion right here, but it kind of got rejected and kind of built this fractal high, but again, it's still these equal highs here. Am I biased here by kind of relatively forcing the trade? I wouldn't say so, because I'm just really confident in price reaching higher. If you don't, prove me wrong. And here, just the inversion, and the inversion that we formed after sweeping on highs makes me instantly switch my bias bearish, to be honest. And showing me that we're reaching back into this low here. If we don't, again, prove me wrong, but I'm not doing this. I'm doing this just to, yeah, because I enjoy trading. So prove me wrong if that's what you want to do, but I still believe in both trades, even in this one, even if it doesn't look like it. Same with this one though. Should probably hold this order block lower. If we don't, prove me wrong, as I said, but yeah. Maybe also one thing is better to stay our market open, because I was feeling like maybe this was just a manipulation tactic. We sweep this low and then we play out bullish as I initially said, but we're gonna see. Our Jew trade is still intact. Yeah, Nasdaq looks bullish now. So maybe I flip my buys unnecessarily, but it's not. We'll see how we hold this, because that's why my stop loss is at the top of VG. Because still looking at price, I still see bearish price action here. So I'm down to be wrong, and I'm gonna learn from it. But Geo still believe in it. Still equal high. Still should be drawing here, even if we stalled a bit. And same with Nasdaq. I still believe we're gonna print bearish based on this 1 minute inversion of market open. And now we came back to retest it, so we're gonna see. And my stop loss is above the inversion. Yeah, this is over. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it's just a trap. Like, this is why I feel like market open is risky to be trading. Is like, this is just a trap. First, it trap buyers in on the CVG, and second, it trap bearishness on this. Yeah. Oh, it was just a trap, but it's all good though. So, no, I'm not gonna trade because this turns into over trading. If I'm gonna still trade here, still believe in the geo trade, but it is what it is. We didn't really do that well today. We had a lot of losses, but it is what it is. I'm not trading to be profitable. I said it, and I'm gonna say it again. Trading to have fun. Struggling a lot on this geo trade, which is weird, but yeah, this is why I think just open at least first 30 minutes, first 50 minutes I was hoping it should just be avoided, because this is just manipulation, like very clear manipulation, very clear manipulation. So I guess that's why should be avoiding this. I'm gonna go eat. Yeah, I'm gonna let this run. We'll see what happens. By the way, things went today, probably gonna lose as well, but it's all good though. be scaling in here. That's why I got back, but where's you? This is you? Oh, this is Nasdaq. What is my scaling? I can see what is my scaling. Stop loss now becomes here. Take profit. Still in the same area. So that's it. Let's see what happens. got chopped today, bro. We got dismantled, bro. I lost like a lot today. Fucking chopped. Why is price failing once, twice to take a low resistance, higher time frame liquidity? It's an answer I don't have. Like I cannot. It's something I cannot really. We got chopped by GU and we also got chopped by Nasdaq, bro. Like, come on. Not a very W day, but no, don't really care. Are we saved? I have no idea why price is failing so many times to take that very clean buy side liquidity. Why is price consolidating on a low resistance higher time for liquidity? I do not know the answer to that because price has a very low resistance high to take, yet why are you fucking struggling, bro? Like, why is he struggling to take that shit? It doesn't make any fucking sense, but yeah, maybe we continue now off the sweep here. Yeah. We got fucking chopped today. Jesus Christ, look at this shit. We got fucking chopped, especially by Nasdaq. Nasdaq chopped this hard. Very hard chop by Nasdaq. I learned today, and I already knew this. That's why you don't be trading market open, because this shit is gonna really heavily manipulate you, the shit out of you. But yeah, we got fucking chopped. My scaling got chopped. My main position is still in here, so maybe at least if it's gonna deliver high, we're at least gonna be able to get around the break even for the day, which would be nice. But based on price action, I don't know. I've seen this and I've seen this multiple times where we manipulate here, and my stop loss was really well placed here, and we continue proceeding higher. But bro, why the fuck are we struggling so hard to take a low resistance liquidity? Very easy to take. Why are we exactly failing not once but 2 times? Why are we doing that shit, Gengi? For what? For what, bro? While Euro has no stress, but you, bruh, what is it doing, man? God fucking damn, bro. We got chopped today. We lost a lot, like $10 almost. 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 8. At least we're gonna, if this hits TP, at least we're gonna be at around the break even for the day, which would be fine considering. But this definitely not gonna do this shit again, bro. This hella fucking chopped me. Hella chop. But this would have been a good entry, and still sticking to initial bias, waiting for the first 15 minutes of market open. My bias was still bullish. I should have held to my bias. I don't know why I swapped. It just was a trap on lower prices. I would have ended up, I don't know, just having a way better trade. But yeah, very manipulative Nasdaq today. Very manipulative. We'll see if this ends up hitting TP, but hell fucking chop. Nasdaq chopped us today, but it's all good. I remember again, we're not trading to turn profitable, we're trading to have fun. And today I had fun, no matter if I ended up losing for the day. These trades here were really good. Scaling, so we had one break even when we bought first here, one break even. Got stopped out of break even when we returned. Then I entered one position, this one that I'm here, and one scaling again got stopped, and this main position is still running, so at least we might be able to recover some of the losses that we took today. But not a great performance today, but it's all good. I know to not trade market open from now on, because this was a massive trap. Like, I'm sure a lot of people got caught in this. My bias was still bullish, so yeah, bias does matter. It's not all liquidity. But yeah, hella chopped today. The market humiliated me today, but it's all good though. Maybe this hits TP. Maybe. Bro, I do not know why we struggle so hard. Like, we had a proper rebalance, hourly AVG. We had everything we needed to finish that delivery here. Yet we fucking reversed. We hit break even. We had one more move higher. We had a very good rebalance here, but again we start failing the same thing, the same pattern that how we failed here. We fail here. Why? Just why, bro? Why are we doing this? Why are you so manipulative today, bro? Market hella manipulative today. But it's all good. There's gonna be days like this. Let's see. I hope at least this will hit TP. I think it will, because I've seen this pattern. I've been in trades like this, exactly like this. I remember one trade that I've been in where we come back, we sweep consolidation, and then we finalize TP. But let's see, we got hella fucking chopped today. But maybe, I hope at least this will finish, but it doesn't really look like it. But yeah, we got chopped today, bro. Destroyed. And this looks like a stop loss as well, so I don't know what. I don't think I'm wrong, at least on this GU trade. I don't think I'm wrong whatsoever. I'm thinking this will work. Low resistance liquidity. We had everything we needed. Everything we needed to finish this move and hit TP. Yet we didn't. For some reason. And we didn't fail once, we failed twice. I don't know. I don't know, and this is gonna get chopped as well, and we lost like $10 in a fucking day, which I guess is fine, but yeah. I don't know, at least this Jew trade, Nasdaq I do regret entering because I just got trapped, but I learned. But this one, bruh, why exactly are we doing this? Yeah. Maybe, who knows, maybe we reverse now and hit TP, but what are the chances of that realistically? Almost null. Almost null chances that we're gonna work from here. We should have worked on this move here, but yeah. Or maybe, bro, what is the market doing today, bro? Like, I'm not blaming the market or whatever, but like, come on, man. I would have probably bet my house on the trade working towards that there, but then we fail. Then we consolidate, then we initiate again, then we fail again, then we initiate again, then we fail again. Like, come on, bro. What is he doing, GU? While GU is like so nice, no worries, no nothing, worked really well, but yeah. Just how the market is sometimes, and this is over on this but why? I don't understand why we failed so many times. I don't see any reason why this happened though. Very low resistance. Not only this high was low resistance, but it was this high as well, low resistance. It's funny, the market sometimes does shit that don't make any fucking sense. Any sense. And this I wouldn't consider over trading, because after we got stopped at break even, we just rebalanced equilibrium prices. The entries were good. This was a bit iffy, but this scaling that I took a scaling here. Again, really good scaling with support price. Okay, now we're surely going, right? We're surely gonna hit that TP, then you fucking reverse again, bro. Like, I generally don't know what is this price action for today. Like, couldn't it have been like a really clean delivery? Like, we come, we take this high, we retrace for the next of the day, we come back into sweeping the initial low here, and we open the next day here. Why couldn't it be this clean? Like, this is how usually the market behaves, but today yeah, nah. Today we didn't give a shit about none of that. None of that, and it looks like now Nasdaq is gonna reverse after we took this high, but not gonna trade. We already traded enough today. Oh my god, you. I don't know what was wrong with you today, bro, but goddamn, you were feeling kind of moody. You were in a mood today, Gio. In a big mood. At least hit that TP now, so we're able to recover a bit. Like, at least be that merciful. At least be a bit merciful and hit that TP. Because after you've done today, at least that I deserve, bro. Not only you stop me once a break even, you stop me. You stop my scaling out. Lucky that I had a good stop last year. And even now, this looks like a good point to re-enter again. But I'm not gonna do that, bro, because I already got so chopped today. Geo. At least finalize that move, bro. Why is it so hard for you, Genki? Like, I understand sometimes life is rough, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's rough even for you. Sometimes you're in a bad mood, but come on, like, this much, bro? Like, seriously, man? But NQ got hella fucking chopped. First on the buy, then on the sell. Got chopped, price reversed, held initial bias. Ain't gonna ever trade market open again on Nasdaq. Gonna wait for at least 30 minutes. This is probably the worst trap you can ever fucking set, to be honest. The buy was good, but we just reactive liquidity manipulated. Beta sellers in, manipulated them again. Beta sellers in again here. Manipulated them and then continue buys. Like, what was the market today? Really very similar to my ex. Very manipulative. But at least come on, like, at least now you can do that shit, Gangi. At least that you can do. I will forgive you for stopping my scaling, but at least finish the fucking move. Like, at least now, bro. You failed so many times, bro. At least now you should do that shit. Like, today was gross price action, to be honest. London was clean, but New York today, bruh, chopped cheese. This looks like a breakaway. Crazy work today, bro, by the market, bruh. Crazy work. Ooh. This short on XP looks better, but we're trading towards a mitigated POI, so I ain't gonna do that shit. Hell no. Gold. Yes, sir. Like, bro. Like, come on. I don't know what it's doing. It's probably because London printed so much, but it's not that much, bro. It's not that much, bro. Like, come on, bro. At least you can do this shit. Like, at least now, you know what I mean? Like, at least you can hold this and now finalize the move and hit that TP, right? I know sometimes life is hard for you too, but you got it, bro. You're him. Oh shit, bro. Oh my fucking god. Bro, what was the market today, bro? Chopped as fuck. I want to see if the GG trading probably worked. Oh shit. It actually fucking worked, but of course we couldn't have traded GJ. Use of lot size, but of course this trade works, and the other also I saw UK short, but yeah. Okay, apparently even indices, it's kind of rare that indices end up consolidating, but I command you, everybody say, command you, command you, command you, bro. Oh my god, bro. What is my eyes seeing? What is my eyes seeing, bro, right now? Bruh. Like, you must be kidding or some shit. You must be doing this like intentionally or some shit. You must be doing this on purpose, like. Nah. The market feeling moody today. In a bad mood. But like, come on, bruh. At least this one you can do. Like, come on, a silver bullet. You did basically nothing for whole New York session. Like, come on, at least now you can, you know what I mean? I would understand if there was a reason for us to fail this hard, if there was like a high resistance POI or some shit here, but like this, I mean, the wick is big. I do admit, like, yeah, the wick is big, but it's still very low fucking resistance. Man, Gio was moody today. He didn't wake up properly. Moody, moody. Come on, bro. Come on. At least now you can do it. You know what I mean? Haha. Oh. Like, at least now, bro. Like, come on, bro. TP is $6. Yes, sir. If we hit it. Bro, but this is so annoying, bro. What is the market doing, man? Like, it keeps having this. Okay, we're holding this gap. Boom, gets rejected again. Okay, now we're holding it. Boom, it gets rejected again. Like, what is you doing, bro? Nah, it's crazy though. I'm probably gonna end the stream here because I'm just like, I don't really want to sit here and watch you do fake outs on the 1 minute. I really don't want to sit here, but yeah, not a W day at all. But sometimes it happens to the biggest houses. That's a saying I have in Romanian. It happens to the biggest houses, bro. To the biggest houses. I just don't want to be. I want to play some video game right now. I want to chill a bit, get into working out, and yeah, just come on the next day. But today was not necessarily how I expected it to be. Besides the fact that we got hella fucking chopped by Nasdaq, we're gonna ignore that. But this, like, come on, I was able to bet my whole family on this trade working, like, on this move here. Like, come on, choppy cheese. With $6 at least we're gonna be able to basically be at break even for the day. But bruh, like, this day was crazy manipulative, even for the 1 minute. But like, chopped cheese, like, come on, bruh, you hear me? I come on, at least now you can do that shit. You get what I mean? Like, haha, you got that shit in you. You got that. I wanted to say the N word, but I would not say it. You got that YN in you. You got that dog in you. Come on, bruh. And please tell me that this time you're actually gonna finish the move towards buy sell liquidity. Please tell me you're not gonna fail again. Because at this point, yeah, I know you can do that shit, bro. At least this you can do, man. Like, come on, bro. Told you I've seen this price action here of getting manipulated and then price keeps on continuing. But still chopped. Still chopped, bro. At least you can do this. At least you can do this. Please don't tell me you're rejecting again. Like, I know you can do it, G. Like, you got it in you, bro. Like, I'm considering scaling it, to be honest, but I'm not sure I want to do that. I will be fine with a break even for the day. I don't even think it's break even. Let's calculate. 3. Oh, it's not break even, it's slightly loser even if this hits. But if you would have avoided getting chopped on Nasdaq, it would have been better. Definitely better. But it's all good though. Choppy start, but Nasdaq market open. Avoid that shit at all costs. Avoid that shit at all costs, because Like this manipulation, absolutely fucking gross. Absolutely gross. Gross. Vomiting. See, this holder support, like at least now you got that dog in you, bro. Bro. Whoa. Like, come on, bro. Buddy. I'm probably gonna stay a bit on stream, but I'm gonna move it to my second monitor. Oh my god, we're $1 in profit. We're gonna be rich, bro. Should I steal it on this shit here? I think it's a breakaway, but I'm gonna move my stream to my second monitor and play some Call of Duty, bro. I ain't gonna be lying, but goddamn, Gio, bro, you took your time today, Gengi. You were patient today. We got really chopped today, but the experience is worth it. At least on Nasdaq. On Geo, I don't regret anything. Even though price failed multiple times on Geo, I did the right choices over and over and over again. But the problem was that we got chopped in Nasdaq with like $5. If we wouldn't have, like, we would keep a lot more profit. But you live and learn. Gonna play some Black Ops. Gonna play some Nuketown. Some Nuketown is really chilling. Like, I do want you to know that I do believe you now. I do believe in you now, Gio. Like, I know you got this shit like from here. You see that TV, because I know you being patient today and all of that. I know you being moody. You didn't really feel like moving, getting out of bed and shit. But at least now you got that in you. You got a dog in you. Boom, boom. It's funny how chopped we got by Nasdaq. We got hella fucking chopped. Buy here, then I switch my buy, sell here. Played on both sides. It's crazy. But the Geo trade was really fine. There was all decisions were made correctly, in my opinion. Even here, all the decisions were made fine on Geo. It's just that it took its time. It took its time, definitely. I don't see chat right now, by the way, so I'm sorry if you guys be typing in chat or shit. Just saying, oh my god, you're such a good trader and shit, bro. Please, bro, like, chill, man. after getting fucking chopped by Nasdaq on both sides. Buy here, sell here. We're gonna ignore that shit happen, right? But this stop loss, I wouldn't really call it lucky, because I've seen this price action a lot of times actually. That's why I placed my stop loss below the inversion. But skill, bro, skill. What is he saying, bro? Pure skill, man. Come on. You know what I mean? We should be reaching, like, at least now tell me you got that dog in you, Geo, and you're gonna deliver towards the higher time frame target, towards the low resistance target. Like, come on, bro. Yeah, yes sir. I already got a double kill, bro. I'm him. Ain't trading in Call of Duty, I'm him. And they just died 1 second later. Boom. What are you guys gonna want to see some gameplay right now? Some gameplay of the best gamer ever. The shotgun, bro. Whoa, 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 whoa. But I'm lagging so hard when I'm yeah. We're gonna shotgun is the meta, guys. Don't worry about that shit. We're gonna go up, thrust. Yo, look at this guy. Shotgun is the meta, guys. Shotgun is the meta. Let me get that. Oh my god. How did I survive that shit? Come on, bro. No, I don't have bullets. That shit was like a fever dream. Oh, I'm such a good aimer, guys. Please sponsor me. Fever Dream gameplay. Oh, the shotgun is my time. Bro. No. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Use a bitch, bro. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this guy, bro. What does he think he is, bro? What does he think he is, bro? What does he think he is, this guy, man? Man, these guys are crazy, man. Look at this. You're ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Look at this. Let me... Bro, why am I... Blah, 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 blah. Am I... Do I have... my bad. Chiefy. Had open mic. Okay. I had open mic for some reason. People be hearing that I'm a retard. Bro, die, bro. Oh. Jew almost hitting that take profit, but it's still stolen, so... Bro, let me nade, bro. Wait, what did I do? Did I make my... Bro. Why am I not hearing the game right now? Okay. I don't know why I'm not hearing the game, but... Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Use a bitch, boy. Use a bitchy boy, man. If one boy... Oh. Use a bitchy boy, man. I'm gonna let you sit with the Geo trade. Is still better than watching my gameplay, I think. Because I also lag pretty hard, so... But it's finally looking like it's gonna deliver. It would be like, come on, bro, G, we got that dog in. We knew it would be crazy not to deliver right now. Oh. You got that dog in you. Sadly, we got motherfucking hella fucking chopped by Nasdaq, but you'll live and learn, I guess. I know that from now on, I'm guaranteed not gonna be trading first minutes of market open, even though I previously did in the past time. I feel like it's still probably troll to do it. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Bitchy. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Boom. Oh, no. Get the fuck out of here, bitchy. Get the fuck out of here, man. Oh. Bro, like, come on, man. I still don't see chat, by the way. If you guys are typing, I don't see it. If there's even anyone watching the stream right now. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir, skis. Oh, hello. Hello, guys. My name is Professional Gamer 2175. And I'm brain damaged. That's my description of my life. My description of my life. I'm brain damaged. That's my quality. Quality? Brain rot. That's my quality. Being retarded without even trying. That's my quality. In life, that's it on my CV, bro. On my CV, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. CG. Oh no. Oh my god, that shit was close, bro. We know you're him, you don't have to try, bro. Please tell me at least you're gonna deliver towards the high, bro. Like, tell me you're not gonna stagnate like an idiot again. Oh shit. Bro. Sometimes I'm damaged. Oh, what? Okay, bro. Okay, bro. Plant the nade, hit the nade, get the kill. Didn't work like that, but sorry. Yes, sir. It's Sirskis. My name is Sirskis. Oh shit, man. Why ain't getting you enemy, man? Bro, these guys are sweating so hard in Nuketown, bro. This Nuketown is sometimes it's hard, I ain't gonna lie. Like trading. Boom. Let me post all my shots. Come on, Grangy. Oh my god, these guys are fucking sweating, bro. No. Sambapula matashi. We should still hold that level though. Hopefully. Not gonna reverse for the 10,000 fucking time. And finally deliver a move that should have been delivered in the first fucking couple of seconds. Like, it didn't take much. It shouldn't have taken much, but the market is not a place of certainty, so the unexpected can happen definitely. Oh hi. Oh hi. Blah. Like, bro, this is probably the longest scalp I ever been in. Like a 1 minute trade we're talking about right here. It took so fucking long to deliver. For some reason. Bro, die, bitch. Oh, and I died 1 second after. Use a bitch, boy. Use a bitch, boy, man. Use a bitch, boy. Let me go. No. Use a bitch, boy, man. Like, come on, bro. You're seriously reversing again? Like, I think you won't. I think you're just playing at this point. You got that dog in you. You got that dog in you, bro. Vediamo da te emozionati. 3 to 5 business days. That's how fast you delivering. Bro, what? What the fuck? What the fucking? Oh, hi, bro. Hello. Finally, come on. Like, you got that dog in you. I don't have to motivate you every couple seconds, because like at this point you should be delivering. Like, if you don't, you're a bitch, boy. It's my personal talk with Giu. My friend, imaginary friend Giu is yes, my friend. Bitch, boy. Giu. Giu is a bitch, boy. Took a hell. So it took this trade. You wanna know how much it took? Like, we're not gonna consider the fact that we entered from here. 1 hour and a half. I took longs, lost 2-3-1. Is that Yeah, it's Black Ops 6, bro. I didn't see your. I lost on NQ as well, bro. I got so fucking chopped. It's crazy. If you're still here, let me see if you're still here, so I know if I'm gonna talk. Let me refresh. Oh yeah, you're still here. So I got so chopped, bro. I saw this London heist get taken. I was like, oh no 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 no. I actually saw this gap higher first. Okay, it's considering my bias is gonna go higher. Then I get fucking destroyed. Then I see this inverse. I see this inverse right here. I say, okay, bro, we're going shorts. And then I get like this, bro. Like it was such a fever dream. I got stomped on both sides. Such a fever dream. But at least if this Jew trade is gonna hit, at least I'm gonna be able to recover most of the losses that I took. Like these two losses. Wait. Oh no, these two losses. These were both on Nasdaq. Bro. Like come on, bro. And this bitch ass goofy ass pair, bro, could have finished the move from here, just easy go higher, low resistance liquidity, everything you need to have to finish this move. It stops me out at break even. Then it starts leaving again. I scale in here. It stops my scaling. Bro, like, today was a fever dream, bro. Today was a chop fiesta, I would say. A chop fiesta. But at least this hit, somehow I'm still in it. Yes, it was pretty close. At least if this hits, I'm gonna be able to get around a small loss for the day. But I learned that never trade Nasdaq on market open. That's what I learned today. Never trade this shit in market open. It's so manipulative. Like it baited buyers, it baited sellers, then it chose the right direction, which was bullish. Finally, bro. Like you took a long ass time to be doing this, bro. At least that. So we're basically on the break even for the day. We're still our starting balance, but if we wouldn't have gotten chopped by Nasdaq, if I would have fully avoided Nasdaq, we would have been a lot in profit. Now we're just basically break even for the day. Actually a bit lower than break even, like a small loss. This should have been break even and the scaling got stopped. So bro, at least this one, like come on Nasdaq, GU. So at least we are around at a break even. I'm still on starting balance on the account. We're just gonna ignore that this day happened, right? We're just gonna ignore that this day happened, and we're just gonna ignore that this day happened, and we're gonna come back the next day with lessons. Of course, the only lessons I pretty much what is this? The biggest lesson which I learned today is don't trade Nasdaq on market open. Wait for silver bullet. Look here, the short on silver bullet, pretty clean. But don't trade them. So don't trade the market open. That's what I learned today. Overall, so bro, we had a lot of trades today. We got chopped by Nasdaq. It's shameful to think about it, but it's also funny. Buy here, got manipulated. Switch my buy short, got manipulated, and then I stopped trading. So 2 losses here, 1 break even here. My scaling got stopped and this final win. So like a very fucking messy day, but we're chilling. Like this trade took a long fucking time, I'm not gonna lie, but it still managed to get out a break even for the day, so I'm still happy though. Next time I know I'm definitely not gonna be trading this. Definitely not gonna be trading Nasdaq on market open. And the thing is, context also made the reason why I think it manipulated this bad is because of context as well. Like market open here, see, almost all the times it's a manipulation market open, and then on silver bullet we choose the real direction. That's the thing. I think trading market open, at least the 15 minutes of market open, is just troll. So that's what I'm gonna do from now on. At least we managed to take this W for the day, bro. But on Nasdaq, it's shameful to think how chopped I got. It's shameful, but yeah. Still a good day. Still finished at around break even, but yeah. Still W day. So this is gonna be it for today's stream. Probably not gonna be journaling this much. At least it's not even worth journaling that much. I'm probably gonna try and journal this Jew trade all in one. But right now my head is really hurting. I've been staring at charts all day. I really need a break from the PC generally. I'm probably gonna take a small nap, work out, recover, journal in the night, towards evening. And after I journal, yeah, we're just getting back to work, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Today a bit of a choppy day, I ain't gonna lie. A bit of a choppy day and very manipulative, but we're just gonna learn when to avoid these type of days and when to avoid these massive fucking traps. Because if we were able to be patient here, but and choose to still buy, we would have probably entered off this breaker right here, and look, we would have gotten that buy towards this high. But yeah, I need a break right now. I cannot think. So thank you for being here. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Again, we ended up at around a, I don't know if I can make it to see PNL 038. So basically, at a break even with yesterday trade on Nasdaq, we're at a break even on for now. Again, it's an exception. If you would have avoided the Nasdaq trade, we actually would have been in profit. But we're gonna ignore, right? Rough start, that's how it usually starts. So we're not gonna have the smoothest run from the start, but yeah, around break even on the account for now. We're gonna see. I still ain't confident that we're gonna grow, but a bit of a rough day to be trading. So I'm gonna see you tomorrow.